going to be the most unserious guest.
I know. If your content never looks the way it does in your head and social media feels like another full-time job, I help businesses and creators manage their social media from strategy to posting so it looks this polished without the stress. Hit the link in my bio if you want this kind of smooth content for your business. Welcome back to Life in Between Meetings.
I'm going to be the most unserious guest.
I know. I love that. We love life is too short to be serious.
I agree.
Yeah. And we're moms. Like our lives are so unserious.
Yeah.
I agree. Absolutely.
Already.
Yeah. Tell me about your day. How has your day been? Any wins this week?
Oh, yeah, actually. It's been a good day. I got outside really early.
Oh, good. You're doing better than me
drop-
already.
I mean, I'm a morning person. I'm in bed by 10.
You are.
And dropped off some stuff that I was selling in the little buy-sell group to some moms. Mm-hmm. Did some organizing for a mom group that I work with. And ate some pizza.
Yummy. What kind of pizza?
It was cheese and mushroom, which Josie would never eat.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I get these
moments
that I can actually make my own damn meals.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So it's been a pretty good day. It's cold outside.
I have no idea how cold it is, but it certainly looks cold.
Yeah, and I think I might still be thawing, and that might be my problem. Anyways.
You're defrosting. If you're not working and Josie's in daycare, do you go out or do you stay home?
I go out because I don't like to sit. I'm not a good sitter.
As she sits right now.
I'm just like, can we walk around? So my husband is a really good sitter.
Okay, good.
He can sit for hours. He's actually...
I've never heard of this concept of being a good sitter.
Yeah. He's actually sitting right now because he's not feeling very well today.
Oh, no.
So he took the day off work, whereas I've already run like a bunch of errands and whatever. Even yesterday, I think I was out for most of the day. I did a spin class.
Oh, I did see that.
My one workout of the year, guys.
I love that.
It was great.
Was it really?
Yeah, no, I love spin, and I used to do it all the time before Joe.
A lot of like spin classes, Pilates classes, even some activities for kids are at such weird times.
Yeah, if they're not like right downtown, then they are at like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Like who's going to this?
Yeah,
there
are people, but it's not us.
No,
yeah, and we need a change. So if you're listening and you have some classes that you want to put on for mamas, give us some good times. What are some good times for us? Like
an 8 to me is a good time.
Exactly. Yeah. Tell me a typical day in your life.
I'm a morning person. Mm-hmm. So I get up. So I usually get up at 6, but it's been like. So Josie's in like a hard teenager stage right now. So she does not want to get out of bed. So in order to make everything fit, that we get her out the door by like 7:25, I started waking up at 5:45, which is okay because I go to bed at 10.
Okay.
And I take a shower, get dressed, make breakfast, set the table, try to get her up. Usually just stare at her for 10 minutes while she doesn't get up. Get her dressed. We have breakfast. And then as soon as they're out the door, I get ready for work. And then I'm at the door probably 7:40 to catch the train to go downtown, go through my day. And then I leave the office at 4 so I can go home, start dinner, and then do daycare pickup.
Got it.
Bring her home. We eat. We play.
Yeah. And what time are you going to bed? Tell the class.
At 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. Yeah. What time are you starting bedtime?
So Joe goes to sleep at 8:05.
Yeah. And she doesn't play around.
No, she does not. She does not. This girl, let me tell you, this girl is a girl after my own heart. She loves a routine.
Yeah.
So mornings are basically always the same, even on weekends. And then the evenings, we're having dinner, we play, and then usually around 7-ish, 7:15, I get her in pajamas, brush teeth, read books, and then at 8 o'clock, I try to get her into bed, and then she's out. Yeah. And then I sit and rot on the couch for a couple hours, and then I'm in bed usually at 10. And it's funny because actually what I realized, back to the topic that we were actually talking about, is the busier that I am, the happier that I am, and the more that I can accomplish. Because there's this thing that I read, ages ago.
The busier that you are, the happier that you are, the more you can accomplish.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I read this thing a while ago, and it's not a novel concept, but things take about as long to accomplish as the amount of time you have. Okay. So if you keep yourself busy, like relatively, not like crazy busy, but if you sort of keep things at a good momentum, things move a lot faster, and I find I can accomplish more when I have more things to do in a shorter time span.
That's an interesting concept.
Yeah.
Because some people might think that might lead to burnout, but I understand what you're saying. Instead of giving yourself a whole week to do a few tasks, you're like, I'll give myself a couple hours so that you then have time to rest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And you do need that balance, because otherwise you'll just sort of drive yourself insane with tasks that are seemingly never ending, because you don't give yourself enough timelines. We do that at work all the time.
We do.
Right?
Yeah. But we're getting paid.
But there's no reason why we can't do that to ourselves,
right.
because it actually,
makes
instead
you more
of
efficient.
Whereas I'm like, by the end of the year, I'm going to clean out the locker.
Yeah. You're like, we got 2 hours. I love that.
And that's what I found about myself specifically.
Yeah.
Some people get overwhelmed when they have too many things to do.
Right.
So they might need to break up their tasks a little bit differently.
You're a type A.
I don't know that I would call myself a type A.
She's like, wait a minute.
Somebody else might need to confirm if I am indeed a type A.
I feel like if you are someone that thinks in advance about the tasks that you have to do and you're packing it into a specific amount of time, you're probably type A.
Yeah, I would
Versus type B is like, I'm literally just flying by the seat of my pants.
Yeah,
I'm going with the flow.
So I would say I'm more of a type A, but I'm not an exclusively type A. I don't think anybody is really.
No.
But
she's a mix.
Yeah.
Okay, type A. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Read between the lines. Read between the lines. Okay, we're gonna play a little gamey poo.
Okay.
I'm gonna say some ideas that might trigger moms. Okay, traditionally, and you have to swap it with a self-care truth that nobody wants to say out loud. Okay. Ooh. So it sounds really complicated, but let's break it down. Okay. First one, self-care is not bubble baths. It's disappointing people.
Yeah.
What are you disappointing people about this season to protect your peace? Or what do you think mom should?
Just say no.
Yeah.
Say no to stuff.
Yeah.
Say no to whatever stuff.
Yeah.
It's funny because I actually, not that you wanted to derail the conversation with an anecdote, but I'm going to give you one anyway. But
this is your stage.
There's a couple of things that I've been reading more and more often.
Okay.
And one of them is moms that are just like, on Christmas, we stay put. You can come to us. You can hang out all day if you want, but we're not going anywhere. And then there's another one, and this is like an Amanda Littman. She's like somebody that I follow, and she's very cool. But what she started doing, Saturdays they do dinners at home, and they invite people. So they stay put on Saturdays. Anyone can come over whenever you want, play with my kids, hang out, cook, don't cook, we can order in, whatever. And they'll usually set the schedule for a couple weeks in advance. It'd be like, if you can't make it, whatever, that's fine. But Saturdays are for family and for staying home.
Right.
So it just sort of eases the stress of being like, what are we going to do this weekend? You're kind of planning ahead, but not really, because you still know that afternoon, even if it gets canceled, is still easy because you're at home.
Do you host a lot?
I do not.
I don't either. I don't. We're in a condo. Are you gonna sit on my lap?
But it's not even that.
I do understand. I like the idea of being home.
Yeah.
But I also love people. I'm a people's person.
Yeah.
So when you're like, invite people over, I'm like, I don't like inviting people.
No,
over.
and I don't either. And it's funny because when we were actually hunting for a condo or a space, you watch all the house shows, and they're just like, oh, that's so much room for entertaining. I could fit a 6 to 8 person table here, and I'm just like, I'm gonna not need that.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
we like barely have a dining table.
Yeah.
Like, we're not doing that.
Whenever we have people over, I'm like cleaning. And don't get me wrong, if I have you over, like I have her over right now, I am enjoying myself.
Yeah.
But I'm also feeling a pressure, stress. But I do like the idea of staying put.
Yeah, I think more importantly is the idea that like I now have boundaries.
Right.
and you can fit into them if you want.
Yeah.
Or not.
Yeah.
But these are my boundaries.
Exactly.
You get older and you realize that going out isn't the most important thing, just in general. And then you realize going out at night isn't the only way that you can spend your time.
Yeah.
Going out during the day is nice too.
It's better. It's better.
You know, you get home and it's not dark,
Yeah.
and you don't have to drink. You don't have to drink. You could if you want to, but you don't have to.
You could also have some juice or some tea.
Some juice. You could, yes.
Yeah.
But you know, it was a whole world.
Yeah.
And then when you have kids, then again, it happens again in a different way where like you just don't have to hang out with certain people at all if you don't want to, and if they don't respect the fact that you have a family and whatever, that there's going to be things that come up, then
Is self-care boring?
no, it's the best.
Yeah.
And the definitions of self-care are so broad that how could it be boring? If it's boring, you're not doing it right. You haven't found the thing that, because self-care is supposed to be the thing that you do to take care of yourself.
Yeah. That like refuels you.
Yes. So that is that reality TV? Maybe. Is that like reading, you know, spicy romance books? Maybe. Is that like just like vegging on the couch? Maybe.
Yeah.
Is it going to spin class once a year?
Maybe. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
You know?
This spin class is getting some good mention.
Yeah. Shout out Spinco.
Shout out to spin class. Okay. So I'm going to read a confession that some moms might be thinking, but would never say. I love my kids, but I miss my old life.
Oh, God, yeah.
What self-care does she actually need? No cliches.
She needs to find parts of herself again. I miss my old life so much.
Yeah, same.
One of the things that I actually find that I miss the most is I work with a lot of young people, and I miss going out for like a drink or something after work.
Yeah.
Not that you have to drink, no, but like spending that time with your coworkers, just like ad hoc. It was really hard for me at first when I was like after I had Joe.
People don't talk about these things. Yes.
No. When I had Joe, like during my mat leave, to figure out how to not go insane. And one of those things was like mom groups, but like more than mom groups, it's finding the right one, because there's so many different types of mom groups. You got to find like the one that fits your vibe, which is also like a whole thing, like finding the people.
This is literally why we get along so well. But I do think that a lot of moms feel that way, because I feel the exact same way.
Yeah.
When I had Cairo,
Yeah.
this is so silly to say, but it was around Caravana time, and I'm not usually a big Caravana person, but I will go to a few events here and there.
Yeah.
And it was like, now I'm indoors with this baby. My body looks completely different. He's breastfeeding from me. I'm trying to keep him alive. Andrew's at work. And it's like,
all you want to do is go play.
Yeah.
But you don't even know how to do that anymore. Yeah. It wasn't even like that I couldn't, because Sigel was like, oh, go, she'll be fine. Especially like, you know.
How could I?
Yeah. But then I was just like, no, but she needs
me.
She needs. Be like, no, she actually doesn't. Then even when I returned to work, I was just like, oh, you know, trying to get like in the swing of daycare and everything, and find my own groove. It was hard to then adjust life again to working and trying to keep this now toddler alive and entertained and thriving or whatever. So probably for like another year, I still had no idea what to do with myself. And then in year 3, what I started doing is actually taking days off from work, so that I could spend the whole day just doing whatever I wanted.
You want to do.
Yeah.
Sure. That's good advice. Taking time off.
Yeah. If you have the opportunity to actually take time off and it fits with your schedule, and you're
Like
not a shift worker.
not to go to an event or not to clean the house, just to do something you used to do.
I spent the day at the museum. I'm a huge nerd, so I actually planned a whole day out trying to spend the day like Sherlock Holmes. Going to a lunchtime concert. It was going to the library bar at the Fairmont, which is like this beautiful bar, to have an old fashioned. It was, it was like all these things that like, what would Sherlock Holmes do?
It needs to happen 2026.
Yeah.
You guys need to do that. And
The itinerary is still for real. I would actually then end up taking time off with my husband, because he would either take the day off with me, or he had the day off or whatever, and we would go like do a little day trip and come back to reality, so that I didn't feel like I was taking away the evening. So
Was there any guilt like in doing that or no?
The evenings, yes, because then I'm literally taking time away from my kid.
Yeah.
And I barely see her as it is.
Pause. Here's a little bit about what I do professionally. I don't give personal advice. I teach groups how money works in real life, because money is a part of everyday life, and learning it in a practical way helps everyone make better decisions. If you want this kind of learning for your group or organization, the link is in the description. All right, back to the episode. But I do like that advice of you saying setting boundaries around like when you do spend that time, for example, like protecting bedtime routine or whatever, right? So it's like that's a way to balance the guilt while still returning back to your old self. I scroll and I feel like everyone else is doing motherhood better than me.
Oh yeah, you got to turn that off.
Yeah. What's the self-care reset for comparison culture?
Oh, you got to find some real moms to hang out with, like in real life.
Yeah.
Because you will find out that that's all lies. No, it doesn't look like that at all. Very few of us look like that, actually.
As a content creator, I will support that.
Yeah. It is like the content creation, like the content that you're seeing is so...
It's a small part of someone's life. Yeah. And it's curated.
And it's edited.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that, because we like to look at pretty things.
Yeah.
And why wouldn't we want that from our parenting content?
Yeah.
We want it to look nice.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that either. But that's not reality.
No. Rapid fire. Morning workout or evening stroll?
Evening stroll.
Yes. Smoothie. Wait, I'm shocked by that actually. But rapid fire.
I don't like to
Smoothie.
work out.
I know, but you like the mornings.
I know, but I don't like to work out.
Okay, got it. Message received.
He's like, morning stroll.
After all this spin class talk. Okay, smoothie or coffee as your go-to? Coffee. Okay. 5-minute meditation or music break?
Music break.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't meditate. Unless it's like wrapped heavily in a yoga class. Because I'm not good at sitting still.
Right. You did say you're not a good sitter.
Yeah.
We got some really big takeaways. Self-care is not selfish.
No.
So you got to say no.
You got to say no. That's actually,
no.
I would say that's probably the easiest thing to start with, because you don't have to plan anything.
Yeah.
You can just say no.
Yeah.
And it's actually the reverse of planning.
Yes. I learned about saying no when I was pregnant from my therapist. God bless her soul. And at first when she told me, it sounded like a really novel idea. I was like, I'm not one of the say no people. Like I'm the say yes person.
Yeah.
And then I said it a couple times because my body like demanded me to do it.
Yeah.
And it's true that life goes on.
Yeah.
Like things don't stop. People find another way. They don't hate you.
No, they certainly don't.
And the people that do hate you,
They
goodbye.
Yeah.
They
like,
were never meant to be there.
No, you don't need that
but yeah,
energy.
saying no is really huge. And I do like your concept of the busier you are, the happier you are, the more you get done.
Doesn't work for everyone though.
Doesn't work for everyone, but I like it.
But yeah, I think you got to try it. Try what works.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you just don't know what's going to feel right.
Absolutely.
And there's nothing wrong with like trying stuff and it doesn't feel right and you move on. Like just because you used to love going to galleries, you don't have to love that again. Like, people change.
Yes.
Just,
And self-care is not boring.
And actually, I think you brought up a really good one, is therapy.
Yes.
Yeah. So
love my therapist. Shouts out to Joanna. She's the best.
Like therapy, underrated. I've not been one to like I haven't seen like a one-on-one therapist because that actually didn't feel right for me. But I did see a group therapist and that was really nice, especially. So I saw it was a group therapy session for new moms specifically. So it was a couple of moms that were all kind of like in the same sort of like stage of life, trying to figure out themselves. And that, frankly, was probably, that was the right fit for me at the time. And it made me feel so much better because it was a good contradiction to comparison culture on Instagram, because it was sort of like, it was like
Real,
legitimately real and raw and relatable, not polished,
No
not
perfection.
anything.
Yeah.
And everything was okay. Everything was sort of fair game. Like the conversations were really hard to listen to, but I was like, no, but that's what it is. Like it's not easy. It's not supposed to be easy. It's a pretty tremendous thing that we go through.
Yeah.
And we got to acknowledge it that way.
But also like really unifying. Like
Yes.
a lot of what we go through is the exact same experience.
Yeah. And like, I've picked up a couple of new hobbies along the way too. I guess hobbies. Hobbies are things that you enjoy spending your time doing. It's a pretty broad definition, similar to self-care. And the reason I say that is because these are things that I have not done in the past, but I now realize why the heck not.
I quite like it.
So things like watching reality TV. I only watch one show.
Okay, what is it?
The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Oh, that's
the only one.
Yeah. I've never watched it, but I've seen certain clips, and I'm like, on primetime television?
Oh, no. It's the only one that I watch. But I love it so much.
I love a good that's like a Real Housewives kind of a thing. I love Real Housewives.
Yeah, so it's not unlike that. Yeah. But it is far more scandalous because these women are like 22 and like just piles of children everywhere, and just the most drama. And I don't understand how any of it works. But
it's great. It's great.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
because it sort of allows me to disconnect my brain a little bit and live in someone else's world for a moment, and that can be a hobby because it's something I enjoy doing, and can be self-care because it's sort of like disassociating, but not really, but in a nice, like in a way that like it just allows me to turn my brain off a little bit.
Reality TV is self-care.
That. Yeah, and that's actually like, it's funny because that's something that has been written about a lot lately for moms.
Reality
specifically
TV
is reality TV and romantasy books as a form of self-care for moms, because our brains are always going, always moving. So this allows us to sort of shut off and just like go somewhere else for a bit in a way that like is completely not real. Like you're never going to be a Mormon wife in the way that these women are Mormon wives.
Never say never. Dream big, ladies.
And you're not going to fly a dragon anytime soon. But that's kind of the point.
Right.
Is like it's so disconnected from your regular life that it actually becomes like a really nice reset.
I'm mind blown, by the way. I don't know if you can tell, but reality TV for me has such a negative connotation behind it that when I do consume it, I feel super guilty about it.
Oh gosh, don't.
And also watching TV, I feel really guilty about watching TV.
Yeah, no, don't.
But I started doing it again because now Andrew's in a new job where he's gone for 24 hours at a time. It's killing me. And after I put Kara to bed, I'm usually working on all the other crazy things that I'm doing. And I'm like, I could put something on the TV, but I'm like, no, that's bad.
Why?
I don't know. And then I started putting it on and watching like, I don't know, Too Hot to Handle or like one of those crazy ones. And it is really good for my brain. But hearing you say it, I was like, oh, I feel so assured.
Yeah. Absolutely. No, and it was funny because that's literally one of the things that I didn't think that I would like that I now like. Well, two of the things, and that's why I was like, mom groups. Sometimes you need them because you try new things in that way. It's not all like sleep tips and like regressions and like meal planning, although those things are like helpful for some people. It's also like
reality TV. Yeah.
And like just like a lot of things that maybe you don't want your husband looking over your shoulder as you're just letting yourself loose with a bunch of women.
Yeah.
And you need that too. It's like you need outlets. Dudes are also usually like the first ones to be like, oh, I need to like blow off some steam or whatever. And we like let them.
Do they say it? They just do it.
They just do it.
Yeah.
And we let them.
Yeah.
And we let them, not like you're gonna be like, no, you have to stay here. But we're just like,
get back
I completely understand. Meanwhile, we're just here like being afraid to watch reality TV. Are you kidding me? That's what it's for.
Watch it. Oh wow.
Yeah.
What a modern day woman you are.
I'm over it. I'm over it all.
Don't we love
Just
Marce?
hear it,
Is it Marce or Marce?
It's Marce.
Marce. Okay, because I call you both.
Yeah,
but I will
answer
you
to both.
I'll call you
because like Marce is like a nickname.
Yes, we love respecting names around here. Yes.
And it's good to ask.
It is.
You should ask.
Yes. See how I did that?
Yeah.
Yes, it's respectful. But thank you for joining us today on
My pleasure.
Yes, on Life in Between Meetings, the podcast. And for those of you watching, be sure to subscribe. Okay. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. If you're watching on a streaming platform, follow, join the community. It's free. So do it so you don't miss an episode. You will miss lovely people like Marce. See. Okay? And take care of yourself. Remember, self-care is important. It is not boring. And take some of the tips that we learned today. Small steps make a big difference. Bye.